I spent $50 at every major grocery store in America, including a wacky one in Las Vegas known as Omega Mart and an iconic one in Los Angeles known as Erewhon, where there's constantly celebrities and where they're currently selling a $20 strawberry.
Hey, I have a hot take. I think this is like $100 strawberry.
Wow. Yeah, I'll be the judge of that for you guys later in this video. Welcome to Wally World. Sounds like a theme park or something. Time to act like the wife today and go get the groceries. Speaking of the wife, before we go in the store, I gotta tell you guys the real reason I'm doing this video. You see, my wife Grace is very pregnant, and while she usually does the shopping and cooking herself, one day I told her, honey, don't worry, I can cook after the first month the baby is born. To which she responded,
okay, but make sure you go to every store and make me a meal from each one so that I can let you know which one I like best.
Okay. So based upon my wife's request, I will make sure to get the 5 main food groups from each store that classifies it as an actual meal, at least according to governmental and educational standards.
Let's do this.
Upon entry, Walmart has a large fruit and veggie selection that seems very affordable. And as you can see on this fancy chart here, it's actually the second cheapest grocery store we'll go to in this video, with an average product price of just over $2.50. Guys, this is potentially not the most cost efficient, but it does give me a great variety.
This is a good mix of vegetables for $5.
Now for the grain solution, I found this 5-pound bag of rice for $2.50, which is crazy. And for the meat solution, a 5-pound bag of chicken breast for only $14. I speed ran the rest of the $50 budget with items I thought would enhance the meal. Because remember, after our shopping, I have to cook Grace a meal from each store for her to pick an overall winner. We're at Aldi. Now the funniest thing ever about this store, you're not gonna believe this. Aldi actually called out Erewhon. In one of their Instagram posts, they said, can you even imagine? Fortunately, you can take a bite of one of our organic strawberries for around 32 cents, so keep the change. All $18.67 of it. So I actually couldn't believe the shots that were fired. I mean, look at that picture too. It says that LA grocer. After talking all that smack, I ironically went to grab a shopping cart and found out that I had to insert a quarter just to use one, which kind of annoyed me, but when I looked it up online, the reasonings were actually really good and may partially explain why Aldi is objectively the cheapest grocery store. What the? Not very extensive, but right away there was a fruit and veggie section. I can get all these strawberries for $2.49. That's the lowest price I've seen so far at any grocery store, probably in my life. Now since Aldi was throwing shade at Erewhon, my plan was to get taco ingredients here and also do tacos at Erewhon to see who does it better. And while the meat selection was pretty limited, the prices were pretty good. It's almost the size of Texas, and evidently there's $5 off, so it's only like 15 bucks. Wow. I got it back.
Here's your quarterback. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
We were at Costco. I was nervous about adding this one because if you know anything about Costco, the sizes are mega size. Like this is where you go to feed a family of 7, which right now we only have 1 on the way. I'm actually scared if I'm gonna get all nutritional food groups in here. My backup plan is just to get all the free samples if I'm not able to get enough, but that's low key kind of cheating. So I'll just eat the free samples instead. Guys, I'm cold, and that's because I'm standing in a huge fridge where they keep the produce. That lady thought I was weird. But thankfully I found some fruit that wasn't mega size, and I thought 1 bag of carrots. Oh my, I thought that was 1 bag. With enough carrots to last the month, I was now looking for a grain within our budget. 12 bucks, store brand, ravioli, which is technically a grain. Thank you. That is one of the biggest perks of Costco. What other store can you just pop chicken and bacon in the store for free? I'm vlogging.
I can see.
I entered another mega fridge to get our dairy solution, and $3 was a pretty good deal. You know what? I'm just buying 1. Oh, sorry. Guys, comment down below if you want me to buy this for me and Cedric. Maybe I'll do a water park type of video or something. Okay, enough dilly-dallying. Time to find some meat, which they have a lot of at Costco. I'm having a problem. I thought it was 15 bucks. That's per pound. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. Although these look great, I can't do a steak dinner at that price. However, beef back ribs are on the menu at $19. And can I just say, I think I cooked with the Costco meal, as you'll see later, and maybe cooked too much. Guys, we're at Target. Fun fact, I may or may not have traveled down to Austin to go to this Target. In the off chance I see a big YouTuber here by the name of Ryan Trahan. That might have been dumb in hindsight, but you never know. I mean, stranger things have happened. But yeah, in terms of finding a meal, I feel like Target is a nicer version of Walmart, so I expect it to be a tiny bit pricier, but also it could taste better too. Where's the chicken? Wait, this isn't the chicken aisle. Where are we? Oh, this is the candy aisle. What's up, bro?
Hey, how's it going?
Wait, dude. What are you up to, bro?
Just shopping.
Wait, you look familiar.
It's me, Ryan.
Dude, no way. Bro, let's go, dude.
Long time no see.
Guys, it's crazy we saw Ryan here. Now I wanted to ask if he'd shop with me for this segment of my video. What were you buying?
Oh, I just got some,
Joyride? Hey, quick question.
Yeah.
I'm actually about to buy a meal for 50 bucks. Could we maybe, since you're already here, I mean, you want to buy your favorite meal, and then we could even get like Joyride as a dessert.
Oh, yummy, yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it, dude.
Oh!
Guys, take
we
your
need
guesses.
an explosion
Take
after.
Okay.
That'd be so funny. It's a
All
good
right.
edit.
Ryan, we're pulling up towards the veggies.
Oh,
That is a requirement for the meal.
it has to be in the meal?
According to the elementary school standards,
Oh.
vegetables are part of an official meal.
This is terrifying.
Ryan, has a vegetable stuck out to you yet?
No. It all looks the same to me. It's literally
Yeah.
just...
Guys, the camera just fell. We've almost been here for 3 hours looking at vegetables. Bro, you gotta pick one.
Okay, all right. I'm picking spinach.
Spinach.
I've eaten this before.
Have you decided a fruit? Wait, are you also scared of fruit?
Oh, I love fruit. I feel like fruit is way better than vegetables. You guys got to see how Michael was recording that last clip. Look at his photo. That's
Dude,
professional.
Ryan taught me that.
That's impressive.
Guys, I just got a filming compliment from the Michael Jordan of YouTubers.
This is a good technique. I haven't seen this one before.
All right, we need some milk. We want our bones to be strong.
Okay. Look at that cow right there.
Yes. That looks good.
Ultra pasteurized.
Evidently, Ryan likes ultra pasteurized milk, and for the grain solution, he picked something pretty unique.
Oh, your phone is right here. What a shot.
Dude, thanks, bro.
Peanut butter poppers or honey nut hoops?
We could get both. We have a budget going right now.
We can get both?
We're under budget.
Why don't we get them all? Money bags over here.
Yeah,
Jeez,
bro.
we're under budget. We can get both.
Dude, I actually just remembered I forgot my wallet, though. You got me for this
Are
challenge,
you
right?
serious? Yeah, I can get it.
We'll see if Ryan actually offers to buy the groceries when we're done. And guys, check it out. I think he's impressed with my camera setup again.
Yeah, that looks good.
We're on to the meats. What's your favorite type of meat?
Dude, I love steak.
Well, good thing we have like 30 bucks, so.
Oh, dude.
Or you have 30 bucks.
Okay.
Dude.
Look at that. Look at that hunk of meat.
We got a chuck tender roast for $26. Last thing is dessert. What are we thinking?
You think what I'm thinking?
All right.
That was our first try.
That was the
That's
first
crazy.
try. I'm leaving that in the video.
You're still leaving this in at this point?
I don't know. I think it's too far.
No,
What do
you should
think?
leave it in at this point. Yeah.
Should I?
Yeah. No, we're just gonna go get Joyride now. So.
Let's go. Guys, guess what? Ryan is as awkward in real life as he is in his videos.
What's your favorite flavor?
The cherry berry ropes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're busting, bro.
They're busted.
Before we check out, I had a pressing question to ask Ryan that I've always wondered. Wait, if your business is Joyride, I know like this is part of the budget, but since you own it, can you just like grab all these if you want or no?
Like, I can just take them and not
Like-
pay?
Yeah.
I've never tried that.
Your face is on it, dude. I think you can get away with it.
So I can just walk out and be like, no, that's me.
Breaking news. Famous YouTuber Ryan Trahan attempts joyride heist.
My name is Ryan, and apparently I'm a freak.
Hope you guys enjoyed that graphic. It took a while to make, and for the record, Ryan cannot do that. That's a good shot. That's a good shot, I think.
That's crazy. Bro needs a tripod so bad.
Help me get a tripod.
Do you actually forget your wallet?
We are now at Whole Foods. I hope my hand is pointing to it correctly. But guys, this store is known for being healthy, but also very expensive. Yeah, this store is basically the Erewhon of Texas, and it makes sense since it's just behind Erewhon in average product price at around $367.
Doesn't say a price on any of these.
It looks really good. Although that looked good, 25 bucks was out of my range, so I got some oranges for $7. And for veggies, I got some mushrooms for $3.79, which inspired me to try to make beef stroganoff for the meal I'd cook for Grace later.
These look pretty good for our starch. Oh, right, what is it? Our grain solution.
Now I'm in the meat section, and to be honest, everything looks really good in this store. It's just expensive. But thankfully, I found this chuck roast for sale for $21.84, and I think it'll go perfect for the stroganoff. By the way, am I saying that right?
Low price, up $7.
They say low price, but so far that's double any milk I've seen. Folks, I present to you the pride of Texas, H-E-B. And if you're at all familiar with my channel, you'll know the whole mixing series. I basically just bought everything inside this store. So I'm excited today to spend 50 bucks. Hopefully I don't get run over by a Texas truck while my back is turned. No store does more.
We'll see about that one.
In true Texas fashion, you're instantly greeted with a barbecue restaurant, and around the corner, a large selection of fruit.
So we got the classic mix of fruit, and for this tiny one, it's $10.
I think the sweet corn is a better deal for how much you get at $6, and H-E-B has a lot of great things I can make a meal with, but I think I'm going with
Store brand chicken breast. It's a lot of it. I'm gonna be making a nice meal with this.
And to go with that meal, I got some instant mashed potatoes and some country fresh whole milk.
I'm trying to cook my wife dinner tonight.
Oh, here's the cornbread and the
Thanks,
asparagus.
Doris. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope my meal comes out remotely as good as Doris's.
There's nothing like Texas barbecue.
Fun fact, this is actually not barbecue, it's the to-go Chinese meals they have available at H-E-B. We're not in Texas anymore, Toto, we're in Las Vegas, Nevada. And more specifically, not gonna lie, I had a lot of trouble finding this next store, and when I did, it was a total trip. We are at the infamous Omega Mart. At least I think that's what this is called. Guys, fun fact, I had to buy a $50 ticket just to get into this store, and even after that, it's still technically more expensive than Erewhon with an average product price of $5. But is this truly even a grocery store?
One day, we might see you living the dream. Send it, man.
My initial thoughts is I'm actually kind of scared in here. It's kind of like dystopian, but I'm also concerned that I'm not going to be able to get my normal food groups here.
Why am I concerned of getting an official meal, you may ask? Well, for starters, we have a clam statue that looks like the monster from Stranger Things. We also have nuclear cheddar cheese balls that I can't tell whether it's a display or not, and whatever twisted horror movie meat section is going on here. Yeah, that was terrifying, but after I glitched through the milk section, I kinda just accepted the fact that I was in an alternate dimension. Okay, just kidding. This is the moment I accepted the fact.
This is Cracker Spackle.
Cracker Spackle?
Cracker Spackle.
Oh, Cracker Spackle.
I don't know what's food and what's not. I'm kind of scared.
Well, nut free salted peanuts.
Not gonna lie, this store is freaking me out. People are acting kind of weird in here too.
Just as I said that, there was some guy in the aisle looking extremely distressed.
Sir?
Wait, are you?
Do I know you?
Are you Hang Time?
Bro, are you Jack Pembroke?
Bro,
what's up?
I love your videos, bro.
Guys, just kidding. It's not a crazy person. It's another fellow YouTuber. Well, maybe those are the same thing, but regardless, Jack agreed to help me with the difficult task of finding a meal from this store.
I'm gonna go on a whim and say there's no freaking way you end up making an edible meal from this store.
To prove Jack wrong, it was time to go to a secret entrance in the store that I was hoping led to real food.
Bro! Michael, I'm scared. Guys, I think Hang Time lost his mind. I'm kind of scared. So if you guys don't see video...
Thankfully, I got out of my dancing trance, but Jack and I had no idea what was going on in the back of this store.
Bro, where are we?
We are not in a grocery store, bro.
Dude, where are we?
We did. We took a wrong turn.
Guys, amazing news. We just found vegetables. I got this giant corn on the cob and a turkey leg. So that's another meat right there. I'm like 83% sure this is edible chips.
We're at Kroger. Now I'm gonna speed run this one because to me, it feels like a very basic grocery store. I don't really shop here. I don't go to much stores in general, my wife does, but not after this video. Anyway, Kroger's around the middle of the pack for price at $3. But I must say, I had a pleasant experience here. I got a $10 fruit bowl, a $5 veggie bowl, and a 3-pound ground beef log for $12.
Okay, that's actually a good deal. We might have a new leader in lowest milk cost.
Although it's the leader for lowest price milk, not gonna lie, part of me is concerned, why is it reduced cost? Like, is there something wrong with the cow? We are now at Trader Joe's. And fun fact, I had to drive like an hour to get here. I was surprised at that fact. I thought there was one closer. This is a fun store, I'm pretty sure. It's kind of like a healthy store. They have some unique items. They have a really strong store brand list of food items. So I'm excited to go in there and, hello. Trader Joe's. Guys, the store was very busy. It seemed like people enjoyed being in here more than a regular grocery store. And while the average price is just over $3, you'll see that's kind of misleading because of their type of products. We're at Trader Joe's. Do you have any meal suggestions?
Orange chicken. Yeah, orange chicken and either or, whichever. I feel like the hash browns.
Since my wife is also a part of the female species, I feel like it made sense to buy the girls' suggestions.
Trader Joe's orange chicken. This is a signature Trader Joe's dish.
They're out of the hash brown patties. Evidently those are a hit, but we still got shredded hash browns. I found the dumplings. We're gonna get 2 different types. Guys, this is hard work, so I took a quick hydration break, and whatever lemonade this is the best lemonade I've had in my entire life. Now I needed fruit and veggies, and they all looked really good. I found a small fruit bowl for $4, and some English peas for $5, which is the one product I thought was a lot. Good day, sir. But everything else was really cheap. A little too cheap. How is this only $3?
This is only $3. How is that? I feel like with inflation these days, how is it so cheap?
It is. So what we do is talk to some manufacturers. So it's not like big manufacturers. We talk to smaller manufacturers.
Okay.
And we get them to cut down that cost a little bit.
Absolute genius strategy, guys. I was having fun picking out small manufacturer treats, but may have gotten slightly carried away. These are good deals. Hello, James. Would you look at that? We're at the Son of Alberts. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT for a good grocery store joke. Why did the tomato turn red at the grocery store? Because it saw the salad dressing. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, guys, not gonna lie. Going to this many grocery stores started driving me crazy. But it's all worth it in the end when I get to cook my wife 12 meals. Which, by the way, I can't believe I haven't mentioned it yet, but I also get tips from the best chef on YouTube. Guys, right out the gate, it is kind of weird that when you're exiting the store, these types of snacks are right at the exit. I feel like it's designed for kids to say, Mommy, Mommy, I want a Twinkie. On the way out. Just as I was saying that, I saw a kid on one of these bad boys, and this I can respect. Like, I almost got in one myself, but I thought that'd be weird.
I know a good deal when I see one. A $6 fruit bowl.
This is technically veggies, and it's prepared in their store. I think I'm going with burgers. Albertsons burgers. Guys, I found some Albertsons meat patties and some $3 milk, among other random goodies. Publix, in my opinion, the most underrated grocery store in the country. I might be biased because I actually grew up in South Florida, but regardless of whether you like the groceries, the subs are to die for. So I'll show you that too. In case you're wondering, the closest Publix to my home city of Dallas, Texas is Atlanta, Georgia. Guys, please subscribe. This job is not very stable and I have a baby on the way. Anyways, as you can see, Publix has an amazing bakery, a solid amount of aisles, and a produce section that would make any store blush. A lot of times at Publix, you can get the buy one, get one free. So I bought one and got one. That pineapple looks yummy. I also got a salad kit for $5, and then I found the meat section, which looked just okay.
I haven't gotten pork yet, and it starts with a P, Publix pork.
Okay, I know I can't be the only one who likes to randomly check my blood pressure at the store, but not gonna lie, the results were concerning. Maybe I was just nervous with all of you watching me, okay? After a healthy blood pressure check, I stopped by the baked desserts and snagged some cookies. And before we leave, it's time to get the legendary Publix Buffalo Chicken Tender Sub. I feel like that was too many words to sound cool, but trust me, this sub is epic. We're finally on our way to Los Angeles to go to the infamous Air One. And oh yeah, on the flight there, I just thought it was ironic this guy was working on grocery business. And as a final reminder, I'm cooking my wife 12 meals after this for her to pick out which store she likes best.
I think this is like $100 strawberry.
Wow.
Irwan. It might be pronounced Erwan. All I know is it might as well be pronounced money. And who knows, maybe we'll see a Kardashian in there or Justin Bieber or something. I don't know. But I am sticking to that $50 budget. Like I said, that's the biggest thing. Dude, what's up, bro?
Good to see $6.50?
What are you doing here?
I mean, I was here for the arrow on the $20 strawberry.
Guys, Jack found me yet again, and as much as I love the guy, he ended up causing me some problems in this store that you'll soon see. But in other news, before even going into the store, I'm like 50% sure I saw Justin Bieber leaving it. Okay, that probably wasn't him, but that's exactly how I'd imagine he'd dress. Upon entry, they have these branded bags that cost your life savings. Then I grabbed a cart and headed towards the produce section.
So, I've been getting fruit bowls. Let's see if this can be in our budget.
Ladies and gentlemen, a new high score for fruit bowls. Yeah, in case you still can't see, this is about $33.
Bro, Mike.
But not to fret, thankfully I found a small fruit bowl for
$6.50.
Now we're looking at the vegetables, which looked amazing, but guys, we have a problem. Jack was filming me way too obviously and being quite loud.
Dude, look at the waters. Oh.
Which made me uncomfortable and worried we'd get in trouble.
Hey, it's low-key though. I'm so conscious of the workers looking at you filming.
You should just do it. Dude, we don't care, bro. We're never gonna see these people. This is fun.
Guys, at this comment, I realized Jack was more of a liability for me than a help in this store. But regardless, I was gonna choose to have fun and finish our mission.
I'm going with the Wagyu ground beef. It's actually only $11, and I'm gonna try to make some LA-style tacos. I acquired the lettuce. It's $14, but this looks like really high quality lettuce.
And this is real high quality olive oil that's out of my budget at $42. But thankfully, I eventually found a 6-pack of tortillas that were in budget at $5.
We have this $21 raw milk. I don't know if it's for human consumption.
Yeah, $21 is insane. Thankfully, I found this small carton that was in budget at $4.50.
What's the most expensive thing in here, you think?
Probably like the vitamin section, if not the wine.
That was actually a valid question by Jack, but the problem is he's holding the camera way too obviously. People just get uncomfortable about that, and sure enough, check out what happens a few moments later.
$7. Honestly, not terrible, and I've never tried this brand, so I'm excited.
Looks yummy.
Hi guys, just want to let you know you can't actually film in here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you guys have over extended your stay.
Sorry about that.
You guys
Okay, I gotta be honest, that was a little extreme how he said it in my opinion. A simple no recording would have done. But more importantly, I was devastated that I didn't get to try the infamous strawberry until I heard this.
You should go to the Beverly Hills one. That's where the $19 strawberries are.
Oh, that's where they are?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're at the Beverly Hills one.
Okay, good to know.
Well guys, guess where we're going? That's right, the Beverly Hills location. Because even though we've already gotten the groceries, I need to try this $20 strawberry.
I got the haul for $50, but I think we're going to Beverly Hills now to get that $20 strawberry.
Mike! You forgot me.
No, Jack, I didn't forget you. Part of me was just hoping you'd go on a different adventure. But guys, he caught up with me and we arrived at the Beverly Hills Erewhon.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Jack screamed whoa right away, but honestly, it was deserved. This one looked even nicer.
Have you ever seen anyone famous in this Air One?
Everybody's kind of famous.
Guys, we're still looking for the infamous strawberry, but we got kind of distracted because we're so hungry, so first we'd have an Air One lunch. And yeah, that's me in line for the Hailey Bieber smoothie. Don't judge me. Okay, just kidding. I have every right to be judged for this.
Can I please get the Hailey Bieber smoothie? Do you guys have the strawberry? Oh, you're out? That sold out? What? Okay.
How in tarnation are you sold out of a $19 strawberry? Like, who is buying this? But guys, don't worry. We're gonna go to one more Air One location to see if they have it right after I try the Hailey Bieber smoothie.
I'm gonna try the Hailey Bieber $20 smoothie.
That sounds so corny.
And I was like, baby.
After devouring our meal and getting a pretty bad stomach ache, we arrived at our third Air One, and you guys aren't gonna believe what happened.
We're at the third Air One. We're looking for one of these strawberries.
Last one, it was right here.
No, actually.
Okay, that was one of the employees, but something I didn't tell you guys is I called ahead like 20 minutes before this, and they told me that they'd save a strawberry for me.
I called ahead for you, strawberry. I don't know if you guys did. Michael?
Guys, not gonna lie, I was pretty upset because I was on a mission and wanted to try this stupid strawberry for my video. But what happened next is better than Hollywood, okay? You can't make this stuff up.
No!
Okay, guys.
Oh my gosh.
I've literally been to every grocery store in the country. Just looking for it? No, I've been doing a vlog. But,
YouTube, TikTok, or what?
for YouTube.
What's your YouTube? You gotta show me first. Legitness.
Yeah, leaving the store, we noticed this group of kids happened to be the ones who bought the last $20 strawberry. And for some reason, they were super skeptical of me. Well, actually, I don't blame them for that. But regardless, I now had the task of getting this strawberry off of them.
What are we gonna have to do for me to get this strawberry?
I mean, what's your offer?
My offer is...
Okay, I knew these kids were obviously rich, otherwise they would not have bought a $20 strawberry in the first place, so I was trying to think of something else that didn't involve money.
Will you arm wrestle for it? No. All right, $20.
It is $20.
It is $1.
That's a good point. Let's double it. 40.
60.
Ooh.
60. 50. 50?
Yes! Let's go, baby!
I don't know why I'm celebrating getting ripped off, but ladies and gentlemen, behold the $20, or in my case $50, strawberry. Yeah, it's from Japan and supposed to taste perfect or something. Let's try it.
We should get a lot and make a smoothie. This is how they make the Hailey Bieber smoothie.
No, it's not. You good?
It's actually good.
Bro, it's hard.
Yo!
Dude, no, it's actually just
Mike,
dude.
Mike,
No,
wait,
no, seriously.
wait, are you being serious? Oh,
No.
are you being serious right now?
What's in the strawberry?
Folks, it's time to actually cook the meals for my wife to decide a winner. And oh yeah, I don't have time to explain what happened in that last clip. All you gotta know is the thing tasted like a normal strawberry. But before we cook the meals, let's quickly get some professional tips from the most famous chef in the world, Nick DiGiovanni. Just to clarify, that is not Nick, that is a rat. I'm about to cook 12 meals from 12 different grocery stores. One of the controlled variables, I'm using all the Osmo product.
Okay, so here's what I would say. A couple things. Write this down.
Oh, shoot.
First tip. Keep your kitchen and your workstation organized. The next thing would be taste often.
Are chefs allowed to taste their food that they're making, or is that a health violation?
It doesn't, they do it all the time anyway. The next tip would be, don't be afraid of heat. Don't be afraid of high heat.
Do you mean temperature, chef, or like spice?
I mean temperature. Step number 4 is think about balance, okay? The final tip to you, just have fun and don't get hurt.
Thanks, Chef Nick. I appreciate that. Also, side note, I've been using this every time I make popcorn and other things.
Unreal.
It's just
fun,
like,
right?
yeah.
Send me a photo of the food, yeah?
Guys, not gonna lie, having Nick critique my food is more nerve-wracking than my wife. But thankfully, I have an extremely talented sous chef to help me with this monumentous task, Chef Cedric.
He hears a truck. He hears the trash truck.
Buddy, you can't leave the kitchen.
Get off my property, you piece of trash.
Okay, evidently Cedric will not be that much help, so I'm cooking the meals one at a time, and as you guys sit back and watch an expert at work, please comment down below and tell me which store meal looks the best to you.
Mademoiselle, I present to you. Please enjoy.
Probably 6.
I was super curious to see which store Grace would pick to win.
Mademoiselle, meal number 2.
9.
Wow, Honey loved that pretty basic meal. It's gonna be hard to beat HEB.
I present to you an American classic.
Sadly, 2.
It would appear Publix is up next, but guys, let's just say I don't think I put enough ice packs when I shipped it here because it did kind of smell. Their subs are amazing. That's all you gotta know. So up next is Costco. Little did I know, I was about to encounter another problem.
Hey. Calm down, Cedric.
Don't be afraid of heat. Don't be afraid of high heat.
Costco Rib Deluxe with a side of milk.
It's like a 7.
Up next is Aldi, and remember they have beef with Erewhon, so I'm gonna make tacos from both stores and see which one my wife likes better.
It's taco night for you, mi amor.
8.
Guys, making this many meals was fun, but actually very tiring.
Good evening, darling. Tonight we have the Walmart special. Chicken, rice, fruit, salad, chips. What more could you want?
5.
Evidently, you could want 5 more points.
Tonight I have a very modern dish of orange chicken made by Joe the Trader.
Doesn't get much better than this. 10.
Up next is Whole Foods, and guys, not gonna lie, this is a whole lot of work.
I made you beef stroganoff. Fun fact, I've never made beef stroganoff in my life.
2.
The Kroger meat was in the pantry for like the last 4 days, and I was kind of wondering why it smelled in here. Sorry, I don't think there's gonna be Kroger for dinner. That's disgusting.
Yeah, guys, that was a genuine accident, and I'm scared my closet food now has mad cow disease.
Hi! Cedric took a bite of a Mega Mart.
I tried my hardest to make something that even remotely resembled a meal.
Prepare for a trippy meal because you're now dining with Omega Mart.
Those are not for consumption, but this is.
I'm gonna leave it 5.
We're on the last store.
Guys, at this point in the video, I cooked more meals in one day than I did the entire last year. Time to see which store wins.
Oh, love of my life, aka my wife, I present to you a taste of modern luxury.
Not gonna lie, this is not good. 1.
I think Trader Joe's won. Did you know?
Yeah, that was the best one.
Even if you're not the best chef, try to serve someone you love. And honey, I will try to do my best, okay? I love you.
Love you.
I love you, baby. Don't worry, Cedric. We won't forget about you. We love you too.
If you've made it this far, I'm sure you'd love the video being shown to you on the screen right now. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. Till next time, Lord willing, grace, love, peace, and mercy.